Hi, I'm Ned Koppen with the Fairmont Area Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here with Joe and Lea Riemann today, and we're talking business on Martin County TV. Lea, Joe, how are you?
Hi, good to see you, Ned. We're doing well.
Thanks for coming today. So you guys are relatively new in town.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Where are you guys coming from?
Yeah, we moved here. It'll be 2 years in October from Minneapolis. And yeah, it's been great.
So you guys came to town and just decided that you needed to open your own business.
Pretty much, yeah. After a couple months of being here, we really were drawn to, live in a smaller town, smaller community, live close to the lakes. That was the draw. Was really as simple as that, and no predispositions or ideas about opening a business whatsoever. But after a couple months of being here, we really wanted to find something that would bring us more rooted in community and offer opportunities to meet more people and just get more involved in some way. And both of us have a combined sense and history of entrepreneurship and business acumen, and so it made sense to try to start a business. That just came naturally, I think.
Yeah, that's great. And you landed on opening a brewery.
Yeah. That wasn't where it started.
No, I think, opening a brewery landed on us. Generally,
Yeah.
we both have a history in natural foods and grocery, and so that's where we orientated to. I think initially we just identified things that we missed about Minneapolis, natural foods being one thing that we kind of knew a lot about, and the more we brought that up to folks, they all kind of had the same reaction of, yeah, that's a good idea. You should open up a brewery. And so that was also on our short list of things that we could do and things that we missed. And so, we tell people that Fairmont,
Fairmont chose the brewery.
Fairmont
They
chose the
sealed the
brewery.
deal for you?
Yeah.
We were peer pressured. No, I think Fairmont had the good idea, and it turned out to be the best idea for us too.
Terrific. Now, where are you guys located at?
414 Downtown Plaza. We're just next door to our wonderful neighbors, the Crazy Ladies, and then a wonderful PCA company that's next door to us. And we're nestled between Grooming Dales and other groomers on the corner there. So if you're familiar with those, then you'll know where we are.
I am.
We're in the what was the Fairmont Senior Center for almost 60 years. So there's a rich history of community gathering space and really a heart of Fairmont and bringing people together. And before it was a senior center, it was a diner, a much beloved diner, which apparently had really good roast beef sandwiches, we've been told.
Okay.
And so we're just carrying on a long tradition of that space being a place where people can gather and enjoy each other's company. So.
Well, I've been to your guys' business, and the remodel is great. I like the historic portion of it. You left some of the raw brick on the wall, and it's really nice. And anybody who hasn't been there, you should stop in and check it out. So a brewery, it's all about beer, right?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we brought some. Did you want some?
Let's try it out.
All right.
And maybe while Joe pours, what does that process look like, Lea?
When we first opened, we really looked at kind of, what do we see Fairmont residents drinking? And so we knew that we wanted to come out with a nice lager that would be, familiar to people who go for the good classics, Miller Lite, Coors, Bud. And so our gold medal lager was kind of the first recipe that we wanted to make sure to get right. And that's where it all starts, with the recipe. And then, of course, with the mash grain bill and the wort, and then fermentation, clarifying, making sure the carbonation is right. And then voila, here we are.
And this particular brew is
This is an English porter. I'll let Joe tell the history of this, because there's some
I'm going to have
history.
a sip here. So
Yeah.
delicious.
When we first embarked on starting the brewery, when we first moved to Fairmont, we really geeked out and had a whole honeymoon period of Fairmont and all things Fairmont. And so we spent a lot of time reading everything there was about Fairmont, including the Historical Society and So the last time there was a brewery in Fairmont was in 1879, and it was started by an English settler by the name of Gideon Smalls.
Okay.
And he was known for his English ales and porters, and so we knew that we wanted to do a porter, an English porter, and give a nod to Gideon Smalls. So this is Gideon's Revival English Porter, and we also really wanted to get as close as we could to maybe what he would have made, and so we also got our hops locally from Gene Tone. I think the most important thing about brewing beer and the product, the end product, is 95 to 97% water, and so we benefit from the fact that we have a really natural body of water, and the main ingredient of our product is something that a lot of other breweries around the country covet, especially breweries located in maybe a more metropolitan area. We have the benefit of having our source of water be a natural resource, natural source right here.
Is there an evolution of brewing as you go? The first time you make beer, then the second and the third. Does it keep improving? Are you rock solid on it? What's that look like?
Yeah, I think we're continuing to learn. I think we really have been trying to just work our way through all the different types of beer and see how community responds to
Sure.
that. Definitely people like the lighter beer.
They do, but when we
that's
came
exciting.
out with the lighter beers, we had a lot of requests for a dark beer. And so, we just have these different small communities. And so when we did come out with the porter, there was a lot of happy Fairmontonians.
And that cycles different people through your business as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and I think, a good example of what you're asking about, the organic process and evolution of the beer, is we came out with Gold Medal Lager, and what we heard back was, there's a little citrus flavor notes to it, and it was because we used a Citra hops. And so when we remade and brought Gold Medal Lager back, we used a different hops that's a little more tropical notes. So now we call it Gold Medal Summer Jam. And that's been really popular this summer.
Well, what I really was imagining are the two mad scientists in there, like at 2:00 in the morning, and tweaking this and tweaking that for the perfect brew. But just the fact that you can kind of experiment with different ingredients, like you just described, that's a great reason to keep people coming back all the time, because the beer evolves a little bit, or it changes a little bit, and that's fun.
Yeah, we just came out with a seltzer. There are some people who, can't do beer for one reason or another, just personal taste or dietary restrictions. So having a seltzer on the menu really helped. But when we finished it, I really wasn't happy with the way that the seltzer came out. And we had to really play with the flavorings and come out with a complete product that I felt proud of. And although I was hesitant when we released the Sicilian Sunset Seltzer, it was actually a huge hit. And people are really liking it. So if you need a seltzer, make sure you come through. We've got some great options for you.
So do you have a vision for the future?
To be here.
Yeah.
That is our vision.
Yeah.
To exist
Yeah.
and to be here. I think a lot of craft breweries have a lot of ambitions to niche out, to expand really fast. And I think, Fairmont is a small town and has wanted and needed a brewery for a long time. And I think that there's beauty in just being that.
So if somebody wants to learn a little bit more about Fairmont Brewing Company, outside of just coming in and ordering a beer,
Head to
Facebook,
our website.
website.
Head to Facebook, head to Instagram. Our website has a great About Us page. It also has cataloged all of our newsletters. So you can kind of go back and read through and follow us in our journey and what we've been up to. And if you want to be an insider, you can sign up for our newsletter. And that is where you get more exclusive information and you get to know about special events. Like we just had a beer brunch that was really great. And we sent that invitation out to our newsletter subscribers first. So those are the types of opportunities you get when you join the newsletter.
Do you have some regular events that are going on? You're relatively new, but do you have, Wednesday nights or this and Friday nights or that?
We would love some suggestions. We're noticing that doing music has really been something people really enjoy. We've had some food events, so we're still experimenting, but we would love to hear from the community about what types of things they'd like to see, and maybe that'll take shape over time.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to share today?
Yeah, we brought over some just We always get requests for merch. We'll get more, but we've got some awesome patches that are iron-on. I have a couple of shirts and a jacket that I have one of these on. These are really great. They're just $5 at the brewery, but Joe typically gives them away for free. They do cost money.
If you come down to the brewery, we have this photo album that shows pictures of the senior center and the remodel and everything else. There's a lot of people that
Stage
come in
by stage.
Yeah, and have
Kinda what it
memories
used to
of
look like.
of being at the senior center, not just seniors, but
Right.
people doing birthday parties or whatnot. And so
This is an example of one of the old beer halls, and I think this was gifted by, shout out to the Martin County Historical Society who
yeah.
donated a lot of photos of just different history from Fairmont. So this is one that we have in the brewery. And then this is Joe's grandpa here.
So we also have a picture of my grandpa, who is firstborn generation German, who grew up in a German-speaking household in Milwaukee. Obviously, Milwaukee has a rich history of beer making in the U.S., and so we thought that would be good energy to kind of bring our
Came
own
full
legacy
circle.
and heritage, and also have that reflected at the brewery. So,
And speaking of full circle, one of our newest merch items is by Fox Lake Furniture, which is a really beautiful cribbage board that Sam, who owns Fox Lake Furniture, used epoxy to put our logo on. We have a lot of games at the brewery, so if you come in, you can grab Uno cards or playing cards, or you can grab a cribbage board to go. If you're coming for tourism reasons or you just want a memento, we'll have more things like this to share. But it's really special because Sam is from Fairmont, and we love supporting Fairmont makers. So if you have a craft business and something that we could sell at the brewery and put our logo on, let us know.
So, Joe and Leah, thank you for being with us today. Hey, let's toast your appearance.
Awesome.
thanks for having us.
Welcome to Fairmont. Congratulations on the new business, and we'll see you next time on Talking Business on Martin County on TV.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.